Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Fraser Almeida. I'm a professional photographer based here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I specialize in luxury real estate, architecture, and interior design. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Recently I did a luxury Twilight shoot for one of my clients, and I actually filmed the entire Twilight shoot as I was shooting, getting all the compositions, running around, doing what I need to do before that light is gone. You know, with Twilights, we have a limited amount of time, and on these luxury shoots, especially because they're, you know, huge properties, it's all about timing and making sure that you already know exactly what those compositions are. You want to get those money shots before that time is gone. So I want to bring you guys along with me as we go through this shoot and just, you know, take a dive into my mindset as to what am I thinking about, what are the techniques I'm using to get these shots, and why I'm doing it, right? So it'll help you guys out there on your own shoots, whether you're shooting core real estate or luxury real estate. You know, just better yourself on site to get the best shots rather than wasting time and getting things that's not necessary. So sit back everybody, let's get to it. All right, so as you can see, we're starting from the front of the house. Obviously, we have this huge luxury home, and I just want to make sure I get a couple shots here of the front, just showcasing that for my client. We did some aerials too, but these are the ground shots we're primarily focusing on. So just want to get a nice shot. As you can see, we have this beautiful home, so just want to show off that lighting design before it gets too dark. And then just, you know, walking around. I did a lot of these shots in the daytime, so I kind of know exactly what I want to do at nighttime. The daytime's kind of like my scouting shot. It allows me to pretty much know what compositions I want to redo at twilight. So here, for instance, this, you know, this driveway entry area for where the front door is at, I definitely want to highlight that. That's a definitely beautiful feature of this home. So just getting that composition, simple, nice 2-point here. And sometimes I know sometimes you know, there's different angles, but just look for the best angle. I don't think you need to really worry about every angle, every like possibility out there when you're shooting. Just look for the best angle, and just focus on that. You know, just commit. Don't waste time getting additional stuff that you don't need. Like here, the reason why I'm getting this is look at the beautiful lighting design, throwing their shadows on top of that, the roof there, or the ceiling. It's just gorgeous. And then on top of that, another cool thing you can do here is from the same perspective, just zoom in and just get a nice tighter composition, a little vignette here of this little entryway with these nice little plants and like I said, the lighting design. See, very beautiful, very simple, without even having to do anything. All you're just doing is just pretty much just zooming in. Moving on here, we are going to the garage area. Same thing here. No need to do more than just one shot. Like one shot that just tells the story. You can see there's 2 garage doors there. Perfect. That's all we need. We don't need to worry about getting another like 2-point composition or whatever. This tells more than enough story. There's a pathway up to there and a nice zoomed in composition showcasing that garage doors, and that's it. Now we are going to the main entry before we get inside into the back. So obviously, look at the gorgeous view of the mountains and the strip. We got to make sure we capitalize on this. So, you know, just showing like when you walk up to your front door, look at the gorgeous view, helping to sell that lifestyle of this home. So, yeah, just a simple 1-point composition. I would have opened the door, but it didn't stay open, so I just kept it closed, which is fine. You can see it, the view there perfectly fine, so it's not a problem. And yeah, nice little 1-point. And then the other thing I wanted to get was, if I remember, I think it was a 2-point. Yeah. So going back out a little bit and just kind of getting a 2-point. I wanted to show more of the how big this entry is, you know, coming up to the driveway up to the front door. So just to showcase, like, you know, pulling up to here, you know, that experience, rather than just showing that front door alone. I think it helps to give context for this whole property. So now here we're running, we're trying to, I'm not doing the inside yet. I'm going to the back first. And the reason why is because I know that the sun is falling on that side, which means that's going to be brighter. But to the opposite side of the house, that's going to be darker. So I'm going to get all those angles first before that falls into darkness, so that way it gets balanced out. Because if I did all the interiors first and then I did this view here last, it would be too dark, and it wouldn't be consistent with the look of the rest of the shoot. So here's a nice 2-point. This is an establishing shot of the entire backside of this house. So just, you know, showcasing what this whole home has to offer: golf course, pool, fireplace, seating area, all that good stuff. So just setting up here and making sure that I get my composition dialed in. There you go, nice 2-point. And then something I want you to pay attention to: my next shot here I'm going to be doing is strictly for the fires, because when I'm doing these type of compositions, sometimes those fire pits and bowls and whatnot get blown out. So I want to make sure that I'm doing 2 shots anytime a composition is facing a fire feature. Then I get 1 shot, which is normal, and then another shot just for the flames. So that way, if I need to back in post, I can bring in those flames and make sure that everything looks nice and sharp, and it doesn't look blown out like a nuclear explosion. So I'm always doing 2, one for the regular bracket and a regular bracket of 3 also for the darker exposure, just for the flame. Here I'm showcasing this little seating area here. Nice little mirrors back there reflecting the view. So I kind of just hid myself where you don't see me, and I got this nice little 1-point, little bit off center 1-point here, showing a little bit hint of the view of the pool there. Nice and simple, nothing too crazy. I really want to just look at that reflection. I think that looked pretty cool. And then from the same position, I just literally just turned and got closer to this pool area and fire bowl. So same thing. Remember, there's 2 shots here, 3 brackets. I'm doing lights on. I mean, not lights on. One with the normal exposure, and then another one for just the flame. So that way I can bring that in if it's too blown out in the regular bracket. And if you notice here, we'll get to it in a second. I want to talk about those colorful lights here, but we'll get to that in a second here. So as we're moving forward, let's see, what do we got? I think I got a 2-point coming up. Let's see. Yep, I did a 2-point here. I like the nice little archway of this roof line, so I wanted to make sure I get that just to show off that feature, and obviously show off the seating element there in front of this little like putting hole or putting green or whatever you want to call it. Now here, take a look at this real quick. As you can see, there is blue, white, green, and red lights in this pool. Obviously, that green and red, there's something wrong with the lights. There's a malfunction that it's not able to make it white. It's supposed to be all white. So these are the type of things that when you're on site, just be aware of it, because obviously having a conversation with the client, they said that they were going to fix this, but at the time of our shoot, it obviously wasn't fixed. So knowing the skills that I have, I knew, okay, no problem. As long as I got the frames that I need, I can fix this in post. And as long as the lights are being illuminated, that's the main thing. That luminance is what's key here, because the color can be desaturated to look like that white very easily. So in situations like this, you want to make sure that you ask your clients, like, hey, is this supposed to be like this? And if not, number one, are they going to fix it? If they're not going to fix it, then I would say don't fix it, because it's a misrepresentation of the property. And, you know, I don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to get in trouble. But if they are going to fix it and you feel confident that they are, then I would go ahead and take care of this in Photoshop very easily to desaturate that and make all the colors look consistent and white. So simple 2-point here, nice closer perspective of this area. Beautiful scene with the indoor-outdoor feel next to the pool. And then let's see here. Up, and then of course another one here for just that fire pit. Remember, like I say, anytime I'm shooting towards a fire pit, fire bowl, whatever it is, I'm taking 2 brackets. One regular and one for just exposed for the flames. Here is that little golf putting green we have here. So obviously when we want to showcase that with the lighting design of this home, just, you know, the vibe at nighttime, completely different from daytime, but it just lets you know, like, hey, you can have a good time here at night. You can see the green perfectly fine with the light that's there. And then let's see here, moving forward, I think this is where I'm going to change my lens. Let's see. Yes, it is. So remember, with luxury, it's about lifestyle, right? We want to capture that lifestyle. And for instance, in this home, that strip view is a major selling point of that lifestyle of this home. So when I get to a composition like this, there's no way a 16 to 35 lens is going to be enough to get the compression to bring that background where that strip view is at to the foreground. So I changed my lens to the 24 to 105. That's more than enough focal length to bring in that strip view. And if you guys know, obviously our human eye see in 50 millimeters. So as long as I'm shooting at 50 millimeters or more, I'm going to get something that looks close to what it is to actually standing there. Cameras, when you're shooting at 16 millimeters and you do it too wide, it's that view gets pushed to the background. So keep that in mind. Anytime there's views involved, you want to make sure that you zoom in so you can get that compression and that view looks nice and big for your client. Here's a gorgeous shot of that sunset, just getting that view overlooking the pool. Because I already did the darker exposure, I just kept it here and got that, and then I got the normal exposure for the firebowl. And then same thing, just from the same exact composition, just zoomed in and got this nice tight shot of just that sunset over the mountain horizon. And that's it. So now I think we're going to be going inside and getting some shots before that opposite view towards the strip starts getting dark. So here I should be setting up. Now, what happened, I must have hit it. I don't know how I hit it, but I must have hit the camera. As you can see, it's angled down. But at least you guys can get the idea of what's happening here. If you notice, I just took my lens off. I'm putting back my 16 to 35 because I do want to give my client options for a wider shot, a couple tighter shots, and then some really zoomed in shots from this perspective. So right now I have the 16 to 35, and I'm just gonna get a nice 1 point down this living room area, showing off the how wide it is, how big it is, how tall it is, right? And just a beautiful lighting design for this this home with that nice fireplace going off on the right side there. So yeah, first things first, let's get that 1 point here looking straight down. There you go. This is wide. Now I want to pause this for a second. This is wide, and I know for me I don't like it, but there is something that works when it comes to marketing. When you have a shot like this and you give it to your client, and especially a client who does a lot of social media marketing, vertical reels, stories, all that kind of stuff, giving them something like this gives them a lot of wiggle room to crop and create vertical strips to put on their stories and make some type of image that can work. If I just only gave them a tight composition, they don't have that much wiggle room. So it's okay to get these wide shots, these establishing shots, but don't just do that. You got to also get in tighter and give the shots to really let you feel the space. But keep that in mind moving forward. These type of wider shots are okay to deliver to your clients because there's multiple uses for them. So now I should be zooming in and trying to get a little bit more closer. We don't need so much floor. We don't need so much ceiling. So just trying to find another composition here. This is better. This is a lot more tighter, a little bit more intimate for just the seating area of the living room and the view. And that's it. That's the only thing I need the 16 to 35 for. So now I'm putting back the 24 to 105. As you can see, I actually have it on me. What I have is I have a camera lens bag on me. So that way I don't have to walk to my camera bag. It's always on me. I can switch it out very easily, very fast, without having to waste time going back and forth to a camera bag. I can just have that lens on me the whole entire time as I'm walking around when I need to get tighter focal lengths or wider focal lengths. As you can see here, I'm obviously zoomed in a lot more, just trying to bring that background closer to the foreground. And like I said, being in that same position, you can just keep zooming in and getting more composition, more compression, right? See how much more bigger, wide, and closer that strip gets to the foreground. So we're just trying to find these moments. So obviously that seating area where the pool's at, inside here. I'm looking for like, how do I tell the context of this home and the view? Like, I don't want just the view alone. That's boring. How do I keep it always within the context of the home itself, whether I'm showing furniture or whatever, so it's all relatable, so it's real, right? So people can see like, oh wow, this is the actual view from this home. Here's another beautiful shot that showcased that seating area with that sunken little fire pit area next to the pool. Let's see what else we got going on here. So now we're going to be moving forward to the... So I came off to the left side of this couch. It's an open path here, so kind of use that as leading lines to take me again to another 1 point composition of that strip, and then also getting to show some of the dining area on the left. So let's see what this turned out like. You know, it's funny. There's always like, my mind's just turning, even though like in the daytime I may have gotten shots, but sometimes at nighttime you'll see things and it's like, ooh, that looks cool, and just go for it. Like, don't think, just go. If you feel it, just go. And if you can always delete it later if it doesn't work, but just get it anyway. I'd rather have more than not and regret missing an opportunity. So like even here, I went back to the couch for another composition here, right? Just trying different things. Sometimes things work, or you just get options that you can use later to crop and make different moments and stuff. So you know, it's just there's no science to it. It's just, you know, understanding what your client needs. Here obviously we have this beautiful strip view overlooking the pool and from within the home. So it's like, how do we tell that story? How do we find those compositions that allow us to show that for our client? Because obviously if this $1 million home, that's what it's all about. Like, yeah, you have all this other stuff in here, but it's that view. Like, people are paying those millions of dollars for that view from this perspective. So our job is to make sure that we get that. So now I'm here outside. I'm trying to just get the seating area here to same thing, showing off the seating area with the little sunken in fire pit area out there with the pool and that strip view. So let's see how that looks like. There we go. Just a nice 1 point looking straight down. Very, very simple. What I like that's happening right now versus earlier is that pool is glowing. That nice blue is really popping and really shining. If you were to do this earlier, then it would definitely be a little bit too dark. And I think you can miss out on that vibe. We're looking for those vibes, right? Like those moments. And you have to also be conscious about when to shoot, what to shoot, and why to shoot it. Right here, I like shooting later these shots because that glow of the pool really is looking good, and with that strip view, it's priceless. So anyway, I think that's it. We have, do I have another shot here? Let's see. I think that might be my last one. Yep, this is our last shot. Nice little shot showcasing off the seating area with the fire pit. Like I said, we got that beautiful glow of that pool and the gorgeous strip view in the background. Now, this is a little bit wide because we're trying to encompass a little bit of the couches and showing off everything. If I went tighter, I can get a more of a closer strip, but I have to make sacrifices here and there. So I really like the seating area. So going a little bit wider lets me get that and also show off that strip view with the beautiful panoramic scene of the whole Vegas Valley. Well, that's it, guys. Unfortunately, the camera died at this point, so I couldn't show you the rest of the shoot. But pretty much I did shoot the rest of the interior, the kitchen, the dining area, the primary bedrooms, anything that had views that showcased that lifestyle for my client. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it's a different approach, right? It's the mindset that allows you to go to these Twilight shoots and accomplish the task without wasting time, right? Time is very limited, and we want to make sure that we're going into this with a plan rather than wasting time and getting unnecessary shots and sacrificing that beautiful light, right? Like, that quality of light is very important when it comes to Twilight, and knowing that ahead, pre-gaming, pre-planning will help you to get the most out of your Twilight shoots instead of, you know, risking a black sky. And which is actually not a bad thing. I actually have some clients who actually want the night time sky, which are black skies. Not a lot, but some do. But in this situation, I know we wanted that nice blue, and we want to make sure that we take care of that before that sky is gone. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Let me know, do you guys like this type of video where I record my actual shoots and then talk about it? If you do, definitely let me know, because like I said, this is something new I'm trying, so I don't know if this is something you guys like or you guys don't like it. Either way, doesn't hurt to try. And remember, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments down below. I answer all of them. And for any of you out there who want to do mentorship one-on-one, I do offer coaching. You can go to my website, FrazierAlmeida.com/mentorship, and you can shoot me an email, DM me, whatever it is, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I also do one-on-one here in Las Vegas coaching. So I've had students come down here and we actually do one-on-one sessions where I take them to a home, we do the full day shooting, you guys get to see my mindset, and then we also go back and we do editing, we talk about business, all that good stuff, but just one-on-one. It's not a group session. So if that's also something you guys are interested in, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me on this video, and remember, keep on shooting. I'll see you next time.